I think there was just so much pressure on him in the last series, and he felt like he shouldered up Game 6 and Game 7. And you almost got the feeling, Stephen A., it's like, I did it, but it ain't over. And all of a sudden, he woke up and said, wait a second, I got to do it again with last year's finals hanging over my head. Now, let me get to my psychological analysis. Putting him on the couch.
Here we go. Dr. Skip.
Yeah. I don't have any knowledge of this, any inside knowledge, but it looks to me like LeBron is working with some kind of sports psychologist, because he's now on a mission in every press conference to downplay, to undercut the pressure and expectation. It's not a big deal to me. I will have no regrets about this finals because all I can do is the best I can do. I'll go play as hard as I can.
Before you even go further, let me interrupt by letting you know that I've been told that is not true, that he is not.
Okay.
You know, people understand why people think that, but I've been
There's
told.
something different.
I've been told
We've even seen him meditating on the bench in the fourth quarter.
Far cry from biting his nails.
Is he reading self-help books? I don't know. Is this it's some new direction, because his approach this year is the exact opposite of last year, when I saw a lot more cocky and arrogant LeBron, waiting to, I told you so.
Do you like this new approach?
I think it works for him to downplay and undercut pressure and expectation.
Sure, right.
So I'm good with it. I don't know how much of that was acting yesterday. I need to come off as if I'm just wiped out, man. I don't have a whole lot of fuel left in my tank. I'm going to go give it my best shot, and whatever happens, happens. But, Stephen A., in the end, I like the new approach. Is he better off than he was psychologically a year ago? Yes. Is he in what he calls a good place? I'm not sold on that yet. That remains to be seen starting tonight.
All right.
Let me go on the couch. Since we all going on the couch, I mean,
you're going to put LeBron on the couch.
No, I need to put you on the couch.
I don't need to do Dr. Phil, but let's put certain things into perspective. The boy's averaging 42.4 minutes per game throughout the playoffs. 18 playoff games, 42.4 minutes.
Those last two were like
right. We know what kind of load he has had to carry on the court. We also know that load has become more heftier, because Dwayne Wade has not been what he's supposed to be.
You keep saying that. You're overstating that case.
I am going to overstate it, because my expectations of Dwayne Wade are measured by the superstar that I know him to be, not somebody who has superstar moments.
So Indiana doesn't count?
I didn't say that. I just finished saying superstar moments. What part didn't you understand?
Five straight halves? Those are moments?
Excuse me.
Are halves now moments?
Well, over the course of 18 playoff games, yes.
Oh, come on.
Yes, over the course of 18 playoff games, he's never looked the way that he looked in those 2.5 quarters. What part of that can you understand?
Now stop interrupting me. Stop
interrupting me, okay?
You know what? You don't give this guy a break.
Whatever.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let that sink in a second.
You know what?
He doesn't give Dwayne Wade a break. That's funny.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
That's good.
It is the truth.
No, it is not the truth. But here's the deal about LeBron. He put himself in a real precarious situation when he left Cleveland. Not because he left Cleveland, not because he went to South Beach. How he did it, which is something we don't need to revisit. Everybody knows that story. The flip side to it is that he had never been the villain up until that moment in time. Once he became the villain, last year, like he articulated, he spent a lot of time trying to shut up his naysayers, quiet everybody, to validate that he had made the right decision.
Okay, well, wait. Okay? And he was the one who started it with not 2, not 3, not 4?
He brought it on himself.
He brought it on himself, which is something we'll discuss later on in the show. He brought it on himself. But still in all, the level of cynicism, the level of vitriol that has been aimed at this dude got so out of whack, so out of control, that ultimately you spend so much time battling that, you lose yourself, because you get caught up in defeating the naysayers, okay, including the naysayers like Skip Bayless. Okay?
Is this something that LeBron told you, or is this...
No, this is something people close to him have told me.
All
because
right.
I've
been... They would admit to it?
Yes, I do believe they would admit
I would be careful about that.
I'm very, very careful about it. You know, I stand by what I say. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is that, so now here you go. and you go to Miami, and all of a sudden this guy, Dwayne Wade, is like a big brother to you, and y'all are tight. Y'all are thick as thieves, okay? You know, you've got your girlfriend who's now your fiance. Y'all are together. You know, that's a second family to you. We have to take into account the upbringing that he had and the struggles that he had. That's why he loves his mama so much, because he knows what she had to do in order to put him in the position that he's in today. She had to take care of him. So you got all of that stuff going on. And finally, that's how you're able to fight off these demons, because ultimately, while you're fighting those demons, at some point in time, you have to look in the mirror and ask what you did to bring those demons in your path. And that's what LeBron James did this offseason. That's what he did this entire season as it has been unfolding. He took a look at himself and he said, listen, I got to look at the man in the mirror. I got to see what I can do to make myself better, to keep me at peace. Yeah. Because these people are not going to give me peace. These people are not going to provide me with the level of tranquility that I'm looking for. I need to go out there and get it myself. How can I go about doing it? And that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing a guy that's not only in his own zone as a basketball player, but we're seeing a guy that is growing into manhood, that obviously never was really challenged to do that before, because everything was handed to him because of his God-given gifts. It's really that simple.